Okay, let's just jump right into this explainer. Have you ever walked down the health food aisle, grabbed this beautiful, super modern-looking bag of snacks, flipped it over to check the price, and just felt your jaw literally hit the floor? Yeah, we've all experienced that exact sticker shock. Today, we're tackling the massive problem of overpriced healthy snacks, the totally deceptive marketing that drives those prices up, and most importantly, how to completely bypass all of this nonsense by mastering volume eating on a strict budget. We are going to completely change how you navigate the grocery store.
Okay, let's dive into this. $7.49. That is the actual real-life price point one deeply frustrated community member just encountered for a single bag of veggie chips. And look, let's be absolutely clear here. We are not talking about some giant family-sized sack. We're talking about a tiny, mostly air-filled bag containing roughly maybe 10 actual chips. It's a completely absurd number for a quick afternoon snack, right? And it really just highlights a massive problem in how we're expected to buy food today.
Which brings us to our first section, the influencer tax and paying for packaging.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it hits on a major pain point for basically anyone trying to eat better. The pricing in the health food aisle has, quite frankly, become completely unhinged. Companies know we're looking for healthier options and they are aggressively capitalizing on it. You are paying for superior nutrition or some rare magical ingredients. You are paying for deceptive marketing. Just notice the bold claim they put right on the packaging, 200 calories for the whole bag. Now, for anyone trying to monitor their intake, that sounds absolutely amazing. But then you look at the grim reality. It's only 200 calories because there are literally 4 chips inside the entire bag. It's a masterclass in manipulation.
Actually, someone in the community summed up this frustration so perfectly, I just have to read this to you. Congratulations, your bag is matte finish with a cute font, but it's still just dried fruit. You're paying $5 extra for someone's branding. I mean, they hit the nail on the head, right? This right here is what we call the influencer tax. It's an overdesigned package featuring some wellness influencer's aesthetic, but the actual food inside, it's identical to the cheap stuff sitting just a few aisles over.
All right, so let's move into the solution. Volume eating basics. So we've identified the problem and those major pain points. Now we are completely abandoning that expensive, overpriced health food aisle. The real solution to feeling full without emptying your wallet lies in volume eating. Now, if you're unfamiliar, volume eating is simply this: getting maximum food for minimum calories, and in our case today, minimum dollars. The true trick to making this work isn't about finding some secret, heavily marketed diet product. It's actually the exact opposite. It's about sticking strictly to the regular produce and bulk aisles, because that is where you extract the absolute most value for your grocery budget, getting massive amounts of real, whole foods.
Which leads us to the GOAT budget snack, bulk popcorn.
So let's talk specifics for a second. If there is an undisputed champion of cheap, high-volume snacking, like the one item that the entire frugal eating community universally swears by, it is bulk popcorn. You gotta forget the microwavable bags, and definitely, absolutely forget those pre-popped artisanal bags. Just $3. A single $3 bag of popcorn kernels from the bulk bins can easily last an active snacker an entire month. People are always utterly shocked by how cheap this is when they actually sit down and do the math. You are quite literally paying pennies per serving for a massive, filling bowl of food. And this brilliantly illustrates just how easy this is, because the execution is incredibly simple. You really don't need any fancy equipment. Step 1, just heat a teaspoon of coconut oil on the stove. Step 2, pop those bulk kernels. And step 3, this is where you get creative with your toppings. You can use simple salt or, and the community highly recommends this, look into powdered butter or powdered sour cream. They're incredibly cheap to keep on hand in the pantry, they add massive flavor, and they keep the whole snack extremely budget-friendly. Moving right along to our next section, skip the pre-cut and fresh produce hacks.
Let's step away from the stove and head back into the supermarket, specifically the fresh produce section. Our next massive money-saving strategy is skipping those convenient little plastic tubs of pre-cut vegetables entirely. Seriously, you're paying double the price just for someone else's knife work. The savings of doing it yourself are just undeniable. Buy carrots and celery whole, chop them yourself on a Sunday, and you're paying maybe $1.50 for a massive bag. Buy a $4 bag of gala apples, slice them up, sprinkle a little cinnamon on top, and boom, you have snacks for the entire week. And bananas? I mean, they're the ultimate volume staple at just 25 cents each. Pair one with a little peanut butter, and you've got a perfect, really filling snack. A little DIY prep yields massive, massive volume.
Oh, and I also really want to share this incredible pro tip straight from the community. Have you guys heard of the Too Good To Go app? Well, users are buying these fruit and vegetables surplus bags from local grocers and scoring massive, guaranteed healthy whole food hauls for literally just €3, or, roughly $3. It is such an amazing, super sustainable way to completely bypass normal supermarket markups and guarantee you always have fresh, volume-eating staples on hand.
All right, final section. Bulk bins and best-kept secrets.
So, the crucial point is, we've hit the fresh produce section, we've hit the stovetop. Let's finish up our grocery tour by looking at the final stops for the smart volume eater, the best-kept secrets hidden in the bulk bins and the freezer aisle. Taking control of your ingredients protects both your waistline and your wallet. First up, Aldi frozen fruit. Their bags of frozen mangoes, strawberries, and blueberries are around $2.50. Guys, that is literally half the price of the big-name brands, and they taste exactly the same. Next up is DIY trail mix. Stop buying the pre-made bags. Just mix bulk bin nuts, raisins, and a few chocolate chips yourself. That way you control the cost and the calorie density. And finally, do not ignore cheap pantry fillers like generic rice cakes or sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are fantastic simply because a single bag takes absolutely forever to actually finish.
So, the overarching lesson from this explainer is crystal clear. Stop paying the influencer tax for a matte finish bag of 4 tiny chips. Stick to the regular aisles, buy your staples in bulk, and just do a little bit of the prep yourself. Now, I want to turn it over to you. So, what does this all mean for your pantry? What is your absolute favorite budget-friendly volume snack? Think about it. Test out some of these strategies on your next grocery run and take back your budget. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I cannot wait to hear how you apply this.